So the peanut butter cake looks great. Really am pleased with the way it turned out. Very unique method of combining the hot ingredients to the dry. So like the wet ingredients, sometimes you add it when it's chilled or like cold or room temperature. This was a method where you add them while they're warm. And I've made the frosting, peanut butter frosting, and it says to ice the cake while it's hot. So that's what we're gonna do. And you can see the little hole right there where I put the toothpick in to test to see if the center was good. And mashallah, it came out clean. Here's some of the frosting. I used an electric mixer. You definitely need to use an electric mixer because it is quite thick and your arm can get tired from beating it. Some of the frostings you can use your hand and whip it, but this one you definitely want to use a mixer. That's why I'm glad I listened to the instructions. Otherwise I would have thought I was doing it wrong, but it's actually quite good. Okay, I've put the frosting on. It's already started to kind of crystallize on top and get a bit firm. Gonna let this cool off for about an hour, then slice into it and see how it is. I'm excited. The batter, when I tasted it, when it was raw, right? Very delicious. Tasted the frosting, very creamy, so I'm stoked. Now, if you notice, the cake kind of got more flat as it cooled, which is pretty cool. So I was worried about there being too much height, but it turns out pretty good, mashallah. The flavor was absolutely astounding. I am thoroughly impressed. Rich flavor. I did the bird bath method, which is putting a ceramic bowl on the bottom shelf with water so it steams, keeps your cake moist. The frosting is rich. It flattens out in case you're worried that'll stay arched. It's harder to put tin foil, right, and put it in the fridge or leave it on the counter. Because I don't have a cake display glass container thing with a hooped lid, so having a flatter cake helps instead of doing a, layer cake. I have to say, if you use chunky peanut butter, it could also be great for the frosting. You could even do a swirl of chocolate frosting on top and it would still just be excellent, but this Christian school that did this recipe, I can totally see why they put it for the kids, because, I'm a huge fan and it's going to go really well with some organic milk from grass-fed cows. Woo, I can tell you that. I will put the recipe in the description box and on Instagram in the Bertari Times app. Mashallah.